Hello guys, it's Alan here from Man at YouTube. I haven't done a update progress on the Hermóðr project, so I wanted to get some bits and pieces together to have a lot to show you guys. But before I get into that, I want to talk about where the competition is heading. The Mecha Contest 2012. Don, also known as DC23, has stepped down from the Mecha Arts forum a few months ago, and it's doing a server transfer or migration. Now, DC has decided to start his new project, paintedhobbies.com. It's a social network for hobbyists. We'll forget about that for the meantime, but I'd like to touch on it in a future video. Cam is starting his own forum called the Mecha Lounge. Now this is where the competition is going to be settled down. I'm going to put his channel down below and the link to a video regarding this information. The competition is going to be held there, and whatever progress photos or entry details that you put in the Mecha Arts forum will have to be redone in the new forum. So check out the video below, it will give you all the information. Mind you, Mac is not dead. It's still going to be its own identity on I think a new URL. I'm not too sure. I'll put all three community links down below as well. So there's a bit of a mix-up here, but the competition's still on, the prizes are still on. Don't think you're going to get disqualified or anything. You just have to start a new thread in the new forum for your entry. But yeah, that's all out of the way. Let's get into the build. I've done quite a lot. I probably should have done a video about a week ago. It's going to be slightly less than 2 months until I have to get this done, and I feel my progress is really good at the moment. Let's go have a look. Quick update on the kapul. It's done. I just fucked that little joint up. It broke, so I'm waiting for the super glue to set and expect a review soon. I've also realised I screwed up in my usual process of making these videos. So after the end of this video, I'm going to show some appendices with some extra work in progress photos and information if you wish to watch. If not, just finish where I wrap it up. Besides other things I bought which I can't show until the end of the video, I got my hands on half a kilo of steampunk bits on eBay, which was about 200 bucks. Amazing deal. I have enough for the rest of my life. Now, here it is, and you're all probably thinking, wow, that is a lot of progress. I'll start at the below and work my way up. First, the shield is completely 100% done and primed. I glued all these little cogs and steampunk bits that you guys are probably wondering what I was exactly going to do with, and roughly what direction this entry is going to go in. I'm extremely pleased with this, so yeah, you know roughly what to look out for. This is the reverse side. Does look like a giant cog itself. All it needs is painting, and with this you get an idea of what steampunk is, in my opinion. Now the base. I did a big shop up at my local Bunnings hardware shop and bought a heap of these tapped water fittings. They make for great little stands, so this is elevated. And I'll have a lot of large cogs and all sorts of goodies glued underneath it to show between the bars, and some goodies on top. Large magnets and supports has been glued here, so it is able to, the figure is able to stand on its own. I heavily mutilated a part off a no-grade camphor with a shitload of styrene to get this prominent crutch piece out. There's going to be some tubing going out. This is a really creative way of using this polythene part, but it's going to be heavily mutilated again in all sorts of detail. Very few pieces that are from the kit that will be used on this. The shoulders is interesting. I made a frame using metal and carved this circular bit out of the original Pallas Athene shoulder and polished it up nicely, so it should have never been this shape. And sorry about the bloody finger. Be careful with hobby knives, guys. And this part's somewhere off the leg, and it's been chopped up in 3 pieces for this shape to be glued here. Again, further modifications will apply, and I'll need a front bit there. Neck bit's a nice touch, a lot of dremeling. Some old school MSV backpack. I'm not happy with it, but it's got a nice shape, so it's going to be ground down and completely re-scratch built as is. It's just the shape that I like. Little neck piece. I definitely love how the shoulder blades are going. And the helmet, which was just a bit of putty slapped on her head, has been heavily refined with a few goes of putty and sanding. I plan on making it look like this German one with the goggles, probably different design goggles for that steampunk touch. And looking at this, we just need a bit of a flaring at the top cap and ear up covers. So that's not bad at all. We've also got some goodies here. These hands, which will show in the appendices what exactly happened. They were solid pieces and needed to be ground out, a hole put through so I could give it a weapon. I plan on sculpting a Tesla coil lance. And this one I'm probably going to mutilate and putty up. Some parts I'm planning for the back of the feet, front of the feet. That will be heavily modified. And another bit of skirt part for here. This will be a sword. Again, will show what I'm going to do with it in the appendix. It's a very old Celtic design, very fat multi-edge blade used for stabbing, not necessarily slashing. I got this really good book on knives, and the whole Japanese culture love of katanas and rapiers. I'd like to look at different type of hand-to-hand weapons that are very uncommon. Here's some styrene I chopped up reserved for the chest with that symbol bit. That's probably going to be touched on next week. Now, what do I plan for next week? I'd like to start doing the flaring on the helmet. A lot of work on the torso, getting that heavily detailed. Start detailing the arms, glue the hands on. With the stomach, I'm going to get that ribbed and sort of look like a corset with the stomach exposed. A back bit for the arse, and continuing with the skirt, I would like to extend it down, and a starter on the feet. So this is a tall order, but I think I can get it through. Thank you very much, guys, for following me. I hope this update does please you, and I hope I'm not using too many foreign parts to get me disqualified from the competition. Don't mind the banging, that's my stupid dog. Check out the appendices for more information. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time. And yet again, I've bought some more stuff. Gone to my local hardware store and bought a heap of random crap. And I got these copper threads for a changing of size for piping. And they're going to be used as the legs on the base, and there'll be a heap of detail glued underneath, exposed through this mesh. And just a random cap to glue as well.